Then the all-creating sovereign mind of perfect purity expounded on the great perfection in terms of there being no seeking of salutary actions. O great Bodhisattva, listen. I, the all-creating sovereign, the great consummate one, teach that from the primordial salutary actions ought not to be sought, because the great perfection is perfected in itself. The lower is taught that salutary actions ought not to be sought, yet the teachers in their three manifestations, coming forth from me, advise their individual retinues that they should aspire to salutary actions. Each manifestation advises in an individual way which actions ought to be aspired to. The corporeal manifestations direct their followers as to what actions, based upon what causes, they have to pursue. When the followers embark upon the three limitless meditations, love, compassion, mercy, sympathetic joy, in terms of bodily, vocal, and mental actions, they vow to give up killing, stealing, and adultery by means of the body. They vow to give up gossip, rough and deceitful words, slander, and so on by means of speech. And they vow to give up greedy and hostile thoughts by means of the mind. When they have established this performance of the 10 moral acts as cause, then they desire to achieve the 10 bodhisattva stages and the stage of full enlightenment by practicing generosity, morality, and the other of the 10 perfections. And they perform these exhausting actions for 3 eons. But this is not what I, the all-creating sovereign, teach. The manifestations of communal joy teach the retinues that salutary actions should be carried out in accord with the concept of causation. The mental performance of meditation is like this: purification of the inner and outer realms by means of ablutions and purifying rites. The blessing through miraculous actions is sought to consist of a mind characterized by wisdom and vows. Afterwards, they perform puja and send the evoked deities back by means of contemplative mind. Such salutary actions may be continued for 7 lifespans. The manifestation of communal joy are built upon the manifestations of truth and teach the retinues the Maha-yoga. These retinues are taught that a great self exists and that they should meditate on deities endowed with their individual colors and families, as being within a mandala, which is the retinue's own mental flux. The peaceful deities are the agents of peaceful works. The deities of abundance are the agents of works of abundance. The deities of might also let the retinues enact deeds of might and control. The deities of coercion also let them do works of exorcism. Thereby, these retinues may achieve the state of wisdom holders of the categories staying in life and of seal. But these 4 kinds of exhausting works will not lead to any true achievements, and certainly those who follow this system will not achieve the non-striving state of deedlessness. As the great perfection transcends causation from the primordial, the deedless cannot be achieved through striving. A teacher of a view upholding causation, and who has made the assumption that the given phenomena are the world's defining characteristics, may teach a doctrine saying that the followers will achieve the result after they have sought after the cause. The mind is without cause, and thus from the primordial without result, despite the fact that also the mind of perfect purity is without birth. They have no doubts that decay comes from birth once they adopt the simile that the world arises as given phenomena. While they do not understand that the self-originated is without causation, they proclaim that results arise from a sought cause. After they have assumed the opinion that the phenomena are the world's defining characteristics, this makes the vehicle of causation a doctrine in need of interpretation. O great Bodhisattva, listen. A teaching saying pristine awareness, consists of this incomparable pristine awareness which does not stem from any cause. The self-originated pristine awareness which is unobstructed and all-permeating. As this awareness generates everything, from nothing else the phenomena arise. By adopting the causal phenomena of this world as norm for establishing philosophical conclusions, they will never generate a result which is without striving. The mind of perfect purity is not generated, neither by causes nor conditions. You ought not to adopt the phenomena of origin and cessation, this world, as a norm for inferring its final value. As the mind of perfect purity is not generated from any condition, it is improper to take the conditioned phenomena of this world as a normative example. O great Bodhisattva, if they desire the greatness, they will actively strive after meditation and evocation. But by seeking after meditation and evocation, they will not realize the infinite greatness. This infinite greatness is self-originated and is great from the primordial. If you engage in meditation, you will adulterate Buddha's spirit. Who adulterate Buddha's spirit will abandon all the Buddhas. But even if they do not abandon all the Buddhas, yet abandon their own mind of perfect purity, they will be unable to meet their own being for eons. O great Bodhisattva, have the mind not engage in samadhi or meditation. Do not try to conceptualize the pristine awareness as an object. With your voice, you ought not to recite the mantras or utter the heart syllables, nor should you perform mudras with the gestures of your hands. With your mind, you should not carry out a meditation of radiating and contracting the visualized deities or mantric syllables. Those who dwell in their inner being are unagitated and spontaneously perfected. Who abide in their own being cannot be adulterated by anybody. Abiding in suchness, which is not sought, is taught to be the utmost deed of deedlessness. Those who understand this final point do not carry out any deeds. As they do not carry out any deeds, they abide in suchness. Whoever abides in suchness will realize the non-erring, unadulterated balance. This unerring nature is unadulterated. This in itself is called the unerring, actuating nature itself. Outside suchness, there are none of the 18 special characteristics of a Buddha. Such she spoke. This is the 47th chapter of the all-creating sovereign mind of perfect purity, in which is said that salutary work should not be sought.